Hey, well, listen, that is my key. Guys, we want to thank you so much for those that have attended this tonight. You're not going to want to miss this information. Let me go ahead on and mute the lines for you. Wow, okay. Hey, listen, folks, thank you so much for attending tonight's webinar. The information that we're going to be discussing tonight, you're not going to want to miss. Be sure you grab yourself a pen and a pad so you have copious notes on what we're going to be delivering tonight. My name is Darryl R. Banks, Executive Director and founding member of MWR Financial and your host of the weekly Thursday night Financial Edge University webinar. And tonight, I have my co-host, Brand Master Martina Britt Yelverton, also our MWR Program Director, who's going to be going over with me on this platform. So again, take a seat, watch, and learn from the experts on what we're going to be discussing tonight. We're going to go ahead and share our screen and get started here. Before we do, we want to give a great congratulations to our January Facebook testimonial winner, Miss Mai Vang. Congratulations. She is the winner for our testimonials, and she received 1 free month of bragging rights of our membership. So thank you so much. We look forward to seeing her doing big things with the Financial Edge and MWR Financial. All right. Martina, if you are on.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, and the platform at this time is yours.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So excited about everything that we do have going on here inside of MWR Financial. It is indeed an exciting time. Thank you so much for all of your enthusiasm in getting this call launched each and every Thursday evening. I know the corporate staff is extremely excited about all that you bring to the platform, and myself being even on the field side of it, I'm excited to get on these calls and share a lot of your good energy. So I thank you for sharing the floor with me tonight and allowing me to come in and assist you with our amazing, amazing, amazing MWR membership, giving everyone the financial edge that they need to really take their finances and the trajectory of their journey to a whole nother height. So let me double check and make sure that I do have this the main screen up. So are we all looking at the MWR Financial website? Is that correct?
That's correct.
All righty. Because on my end, I'm still showing that we are sharing the webinar image. I am showing that we are sharing the webinar image. Let's see here. If you guys are available to type in the chat, I'm actually available to see you on screen, Mr. Herschel Gibbs. Can you give us a thumbs up if you actually see the MWR membership? So let me share again, Darryl. I obviously have the incorrect screen shared, and let's see if I can get the correct one shared. So let's try it again now. Mr. Gibbs, if you're available to see it, can you give me a thumbs up?
Mother.
Awesome. Alrighty, so I know you're handling getting those lines muted so that we don't have that feedback. Thank you so much, Ronell, and all of you who are helping us out inside of the chat. We greatly appreciate it. So right now, when you go over to the MWRfinancial.com website, there is an option for you to click into the membership portal, and you are available to look at the overview that we have here, the 7-minute video, giving you a little bit of prerequisite data about what it is. However, as a member, you are then available to log into your back office, and when you log into your back office utilizing the login option right here, once you log in, you are available to click and see greater details about those services. So once you do that, this is bringing you to our what is it, our 1.0, Mr. Banks, our 1.0 or 1.5, not quite 2.0 back office, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so understand this is just what we started with. This was foundational. We have an amazing opportunity before us that will be announced next month. So if you have not heard it as a member, then definitely, like you heard Mr. Banks say, get registered so that you can see the revealing, the unveiling of what we have coming. But we're just going to walk you through a couple of our core services here tonight, giving you a little bit of information and insight to what it is that you have and the value that you have here inside of our membership. So the first thing that I'm going to cover tonight is going to be just a few clicking points for the tax reduction. So here inside of your membership, you actually have tax reduction strategies and a tax hotline that will give you immediate, unlimited access to financial experts, CPAs, CFP, and yes, enrolled agents with the IRS. This is included in your membership. When you access your membership, let me get the little lady paused because she normally pops over here and starts talking. This gives you access to 4 core strategies to reduce your tax situation, okay? So when you first come into your membership, the first thing that we're suggesting that you do is immediately dial into the second thing I will cover called bill negotiations, but I'm going to go in the order of what we have listed on the site and talk to you about the tax reduction strategies. You come in here, it's very click and point, easy to do. You go to strategy number 1, you get started. How simple was that? If you can read it, you can do it. It tells you in step number 1, if you are a W-2 employee, very simple, step 1, step 2, 3, and 4 on how you can go ahead and stop your overpayment of taxes. One thing I want to bring to everyone's attention, when you complete a step, and I'm slowing down and giving you lots of emphasis so you can understand how important this is. When you complete a step, click the blue I'm finished button. Why am I emphasizing this? Because I was 2 months behind the curve because I completed everything and I did not click the I'm finished button. Okay? And so that I'm finished button is actually what sends your information over to the expert. So just because you type into here, you answer the radio button, and you move on to strategy number 2, it does not get your information sent over. So make sure you click the I'm finished button so that each of these steps actually get sent over to the tax expert to immediately begin working on your tax reduction strategy, okay? The beautiful thing about it is you're going to first figure out the option they have for you to stop paying. Then you're going to figure out the option that you have for them to actually review your last year's taxes. So we're not just talking about what you're doing now, we're talking about what you're doing later. So you're going to upload your most recent tax returns and your 2 stubs. And you're going to do what? Everybody type it into the chat. Click the blue I'm finished button. I'm serious, guys, because you will say it didn't work or you didn't hear from the expert, and actually it was an operator error. You didn't click the I'm finished button. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it. Okay, so once you do that, then you are available to move on to step 3. Do you guys see this? That says allow 24 business hours for our experts to review your upload. That doesn't say 2 to 4 business days, 2 to 4 weeks. That says 24 business hours for them to review it, all right? And then they will respond with your next step, including step 4, giving you the option to download and print out the corrected W-4 form. Moving on at that point to strategy number 2, we're talking about the ability to reduce your taxes as a 1099 employee using a home-based business tax law, many of them to pay less, okay? The beautiful thing about what is included in here, again, pay attention, note takers and money makers, please write this down. Activate your hurdler here first. Do not be all, goody two-shoes and go out to the Google or the iPhone platform and download it on your phone and put it on your phone first. You're really messing yourself up. Download it, activate it, click here and activate it here inside of your desktop or laptop first, and then move on to the next steps where it lets you know where else you can go and get access to Hurdler to be able to do this on the go. Because our business can go with you anywhere, anytime, anyhow, but we want to make sure you set it up right first. This will allow you as a 1099 to do what? Start tracking the mileage and the expenses and receipts for your business, okay? That's step number 1. Here in step number 2, once you've completed step number 1, then you are available to do what? Move on to step number 2, get access to the profit and loss statement and all of that good as well. Okay, guys? Finally, again, this says here in step 3, allow time, 24 hours, for the experts to review your information. And who knows what I'm about to say? Click the blue button to say that you are finished. Guys, it works if you do what it says to do. If you don't click this button, you go and activate it, you start tracking this information, they can't help you because you did not click the blue button to activate it for them to be able to do their part. All right? And then you heard me mention before, moving on here into step 3 is where you're actually going to get 3 years worth of your taxes reviewed by experts. You heard me say it, CPAs, CFPs, and enrolled agents with the IRS. Again, guys, once you upload it, click the blue button. You don't want to be sitting around a month later waiting, wondering what your tax situation was, getting in your feelings, putting emotions into this business situation and realize it was an operator error and you didn't click the blue button. All right? And finally, here in the last strategy that your membership offers, check this out, guys. If you have past due taxes or you owe the state or IRS and you need assistance with that, complete this form, and everybody type it with me. Click the blue button so they receive your information and they can help you. You have to click this blue button because that is what activates all of the effort that you have put forward. If you don't click the button, you can't be mad at the system not working because you didn't activate the system to work. So if anybody sees value in these first 4 steps, go ahead and type huge value inside of the chat. We greatly appreciate it. And I am loving the energy I'm already seeing here inside of the chat. Thank you so very much, each and every one of you. So this is just step 1. Huge, amazing, crazy, fireball value in just step 1. So let's move on to the second step, which is actually becoming one of my favorites. This is the bill negotiation step. Here in the bill negotiation step, I don't know if you guys realize it, but we all have bills, right? And a part of our save, make, and grow strategy, or make, save, and grow strategy, however you want to look at it, I don't care how we flip those 3 words, they all work. But here in the save strategy, you are available to send your current bills into our what? Bill negotiations portal, and they will contact the provider on your behalf pending you submit your information. When you submit your information, meaning your account number, your PIN, your email, your billing address, all of this good stuff that they ask you for, they will contact the provider of your service for you, negotiate a deal for you, and then once you approve the new deal, then and only then are you ever looking at any kind of fee. But guess what, guys? You don't pay the fee. The fee comes out of the savings that they acquire for you. I don't know where else they do that at, but I'm so glad that they do it right here at MWR. So let me pull up onto the screen. And Mr. Herschel, you please let me know, because I see you quickly on screen, whether or not this screen populates so that I can show you guys what it looks like. Completed. Did that populate onto the screen? Where it's completed, there's an email address in here. Good deal. All right, so this is what it looks like when you complete it. When you move forward, these are currently, you heard what I said, currently, we have more coming, yes, ... and there's more. Here inside of the bill shredder, they are available to work on the cable, internet, TV, phone, satellite, radio, security, pest control, water delivery, and yes, there is an other spot. Meaning if you don't know whether or not they'll be able to negotiate it, I suggest you put it in and let's see what happens, okay? What happens is they begin to go to work on your behalf. Anywhere between 1 to 3 to 4 days, you are assigned to a rep that's working on your account. Once they negotiate your rate, the rep reaches back out to you to let you know, hey, yes, we have been able to negotiate a better rate for you. Here are your options. Then at that point, you make the decision to accept the new amount, whether it's 1 year or 2 year, and yes, you have those options. They let you know what all of your options are, and instantly you begin making the savings. Again, this is free. This is free money because they only take their cut out of the amount of money they save you. Does anyone else understand that? Do you see the value in that? You're saving me money, and out of the savings is where you're going to take the small cut from. That's awesome, guys, okay? So you go ahead and go through the process. I will give a quick testimony. I did the Sirius XM first. I didn't even realize I had it. I think my monthly might have been around $30. Once they finished, I believe they cut it in half. It was like 50% they were able to cut it. My bill is like $13 a month now. I know that's a little more than half. You know, I'm not a mathematician. Thank God I don't have to be the expert. However, instantly they applied a credit. So the first savings was $0. I didn't have to do anything because they retroed it. That's not going to be everyone's situation. However, it was mine. So you will be able to look at your bill and see a significant reduction. Once you approve it, everything goes well, then you start paying your newer reduced rate. Any questions, you can pop those into the chat. I'm not 100% sure if we have an Ask the Expert button here inside of bill negotiations. However, in all of the other services, we do. So what I'm going to do, hopefully I've done this enough justice. Let's see if I can pull down the correct screens here. Give me just a moment. Go back over to our main screen here. Nope, main screen here. Work with me. I got multiple screens up. Get back to the main services. And I'm going to pass it back over to who you are used to hearing from on Thursday nights, our amazing host of the Financial Edge University, Mr. Darrell R. Banks, to take it from here and give you just a couple of the other services. We may not get through all of them tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Martin. Hey, listen, that information you just delivered was fantastic. Can you see my screen?
Let me pull mine down and stop sharing, and we'll see if yours comes up. I can see Mr. Herschel on the screen. He'll let us know. We've got a thumbs up.
Okay, fantastic. So listen, what we're getting ready to go over with you now are two other intrinsic details of our membership that one of them actually is very, very underserved, but we really should be utilizing that one so that way you can understand where your numbers are when it comes to your debt elimination. And that's exactly the icon that we're going to click on here, or tab, if you will be the debt elimination. So when you click on that and you scroll down, you have your member access here. Let's go ahead and click on member access. It brings you into the debt elimination screen. To your left, you have your quick links, which is going to be your DFL editor, your analysis, and also a sample analysis. And you have your Ask an Expert button, which when you click on it, you can put your subject title and question to ask the expert. Then we want to go ahead and get started. So you hit on the Get Started button. You want to make sure that all your pertinent information is correct in this area when it comes to all of your specific loans that you have.
Darrell, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it looks like they actually cannot see your screen yet.
They're not? All right. I'm sorry. Let's see here.
No problem at all. I pulled it up on my phone, and they cannot see your screen just yet.
Share. Okay.
All righty, there you go. You should be able to pull up the correct screen now.
All right. Can you see?
We see your services screen.
Okay, great. All right, so let me go right back to where we were. Debt elimination, member access. Okay, we have the debt elimination screen. Okay, so we go ahead to get started. And again, this is where you actually will put in your information. Looks like they're doing some updates on that, so it does say there's a system update. So let me just go back out of that one and let me show you where you would go to use your editor. So this is your DFL editor. And with your editor, this is where you actually put in all of your ensuing debts, auto loans, credit cards, miscellaneous bills. All the bills that you load into this, you want to add the interest rates in for those bills, okay? Even if it is a 0%, but you're making a payment on that, you want to go ahead and enter that in so that way you have the correct numbers moving forward. On about around the 28th of every month, you will get a alert of a new analysis, and in that way you'll be able to see the changes. It is certain for you, that you do go in to make the updates as you are paying the debts down, so that way the system will automatically send you an updated alert about the information that you put in. It's only going to give you the information that you put in to be correct, so you want to be sure you do that. So just to go real quickly here, if you hit edit, it opens up this block. Here you get to choose what it is that you want. If it's an auto loan, mortgage, whatever. Then you put in the name of the bank, you put in the amount, you put in your interest rate, you put in your payment, and if there's anything additional that you want to pay towards that, you click save. Be sure that you do click the save button. Then you exit out. That then saves it. At the bottom, you're going to go ahead and save and update. Okay, so that way that information stays where it's supposed to be. Now we talk about the analysis. So here you'll go over to the analysis area. This is where you learn where your numbers are, when you're going to be debt-free, when your millionaire date is. Here, your creditor's plan versus the plan by following the steps that MWR Financial has in place. So you'll know exactly how long it's going to take for you to get out of your debt situation. This is a totally underserved part of our system, but this is where when you hear the experts saying know your numbers, this is where you get to learn where your numbers are. So phenomenal, phenomenal. Get all your bills together, load your bills up, and start utilizing this program. Let me go back home. Then we're going to move to our credit restoration area. When you click on credit restoration, click on member access. Here brings you to your credit restoration portal. You have your quick links to the side here, frequently asked questions. Then we have the Smart Credit program. Now, Smart Credit is a service that allows the system to be able to give you real time of what's going on with your credit portfolio as the experts are working with you. This is a third-party program partnered with MWR Financial. There is an additional fee outside of the $79.97 that we know that we pay. However, this service right here does deep dive a little more into what we have to offer, and it does not include, keep in mind, it does not include both the spouse or significant other when using Smart Credit. This only will be applied to two people. The membership, is applied to two people, but this particular program, the Smart Credit, it is two separate fees. So if you want to utilize this program, when you click on the membership, it breaks down exactly what these service charges are and everything that's included here. Take the time to go into your membership for the Smart Credit to review this information for yourself. Okay, let me go back to the home screen. Click out of that. All right, so here we go. Let's get started. When you hit the Get Started button, it brings you right back to the area for this. It gives you another chance to take advantage of this if you want. However, if you choose not to do so, just go right here to credit restoration. You have your profile. This is where you actually will put your information in to be sure that the information that you're putting in is correct. And at the bottom is your upload center. Now, what would happen is that you will go to annualcreditreport.com. Again, you can put that in the chat. Annualcreditreport.com is where you will pull your 3 reports. Your 3 reports will be that you get annually, and this is where you will upload those reports. You save them to a file, and you upload the reports, and then they're going to show up here in this area. Okay. Then once you actually have those loaded up, this is where the experts will be able to see the information, and then you want to go And at the bottom in the Credit Message Center is where they will send you a reply back that they received the information. Once you've uploaded your documentation to the experts, then, hang on 1 second here. Scroll down here. I do have a point where you can ask an expert in this area as well. And then that information will be saved. There's nothing else that you need to do at that point once you upload your credit reports. And at that point in time, you're just waiting for the time for the experts to start working on your file. You will receive letters in the mail for any disputes and things of that nature. So just wait, be patient, but they are working behind the scenes for you. Now here you have credit rebuilding. I love this area here. When you click on Get Started, it takes you into a rebuilding center. You have a rent center where you actually can pay your rent and be reported that your rent's being paid on time. You also have a revolving credit area where you can start to get revolving credit cards to start building your credit again if that is a choice of yours. All right. Let me go back over here to services, credit restoration. All right. And that's pretty much it for that part of our program is when it comes to uploading and loading of your documentation here. Now we go home and move on to our last piece of our services, which is the wealth accumulation. In this area here, click on Member Access. Here you have access to your private banking, the PRA, and your land banking, where you will then have a small video, which we are aware of. You can find this on YouTube or simply find it here, which actually if I push this start, it starts up the video about the Property Reserve account. This is where you can schedule your consultation for you to get with an expert. Once you click on Set Up a Consultation, here you make your choice, Property Reserve account or land banking. Here you choose your date. Okay. Here you choose your time. They're on Central Standard Time, so be sure that you, and Eastern, but just be sure that you choose the correct time. Put your name and information in here, email address, explain to them what it is that you want to talk to them about, if there's anything in depth. You put your date of birth, your spouse's information in here, your cash flow. You know how much money you got coming in, how much money you got going out. You've heard that before. You know your numbers. Any other investments. You want to put your debt information in here, your savings information, your retirement information. Again, very, very detailed. Then you hit Submit. Once you do that, then you just wait for the alert that they received your information, and then you have your consultation scheduled at that time. Let me go back over. Oh, another quick thing too that's pretty cool is when you do go into your services, this little bubble, when you click on it, is actually where you can actually put in a note. And I'll tell you what, I've actually sent messages at different times in the evening and have gotten a reply back from one of our experts. So utilize this tool if you have a question that will be answered, that to be asked, because it's easy for them to receive an email, guys, or a message like this as opposed to the phone calls. That keeps our costs down. So be sure that you're using those tools. Now we scroll down below. We have our MWR self-help area, the legal services. When you click on Member Access, that opens up. And this is where you will have access to your for personal documents and business documents. All legal documents are here. Legal information. This is where you will go to find a document that may be pertaining to something you need to be yourself in a position to take care of something that may be legal. So this is where you will go for that service, okay? Save and close. Close that out. Okay, hopefully it takes me back. Whoops. Takes me back to my screen. Sorry, guys. I lost my screen here. Uh-oh. I'm moving too fast. All right.
So while he's getting that back together, I just want to say to you guys one more time with regards to the value that you have here. One thing that you need to remember about when you are gathering all of this information and you're getting your bills together, your taxes together, your credit report, when you're getting everything together, it is multi-purposed, okay? So when you're pulling it out and you're getting your count numbers, your address for the provider, and you're getting all that ready for bill negotiations, you will still need that same information for debt elimination. You will still need to have that file together so that when your credit report shows up, you know, if you just want to be a little nosy and not turn it all over to the expert, have a look at your own credit report and see if any of that does not land with you, because that is something that you can type in the Ask an Expert button and ask to focus their attention on it. He showed there's an Ask the Expert button inside of credit, there's one inside of tax, there's one inside of debt elimination, and there's one inside of wealth accumulation. Again, you have unlimited access to these experts. Okay, guys? And the beautiful thing about it, guys, when 2.0 breaks, you guys think this is something. This is beyond amazing, yes. But there isn't even a word for what is to come. So if you guys did not get an opportunity to check out on this past Tuesday, you are available to go to both Facebook and YouTube. And if you Google MWR Financial Live, it will bring up our President of Field and Leadership Development, the voice of MWR, as well as our wonderful CEO, Mr. Brian T. House, where they actually revealed so much of the back office for us to see so that we can actually see just how close we are to getting this thing done. All of it's going to be revealed next month, April 23rd and 24th. They also discussed our amazing promotion that's running through until that time, where we are available to knock $99 off of the investment in starting our own home-based businesses. No other company does that for the amount of value that we give. Guys, it's going to be amazing. So I hope I gave you a little bit filler to figure out where you were. Are we good to go?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
I can.
All right, great. So last two things, guys, and we're just about done. Be sure that you are mentioning that with the fact that we receive referrals for either a partnership and or the business, we have to use our 3 for Free program. When a person, you have your own personal referral link, which is here, and I'll click on that. It brings you to where your actual referral link is. And remember, when you refer 3 people to MWR Financial, your services are waived. The $79.97 is waived. Now, the member is not able to enjoy the benefits of our phenomenal pay plan. However, when they refer 3, they get their services for free. As long as the person that they referred is active, their services will be free. But who takes advantage of that? The representative. So we want to be sure that this is being promoted as you are exposing people to the opportunity. Okay? And then also, let me go back out. Here, you can also access your Financial Edge University webinar by clicking the link here, and that'll actually bring you right into where we are right now. So very, very cool tool to be able to use. And finally, as you scroll down, we have our video here. It basically talks about the Financial Edge. When you click on it, it just gives it, which we're all used to. So again, this will be a great peak tool that we use, but that breaks down the information about the membership as well. Some stats down at the bottom that you can use in your everyday talk as well. And folks, this pretty much is an exclusive invitation-only membership. And again, this does include the spouse, so you want to be sure that they see the value in being able to use the services. And remember, as of right now, services are $79.97. A person comes into our opportunity for the membership and in business before the end of the month, and there will be grandfathered in at the existing rate, okay? So that's very important to be sure that you're putting that information out to who you're exposing MWR Financial to. With that being said, we're not going to have time to take any questions. This is important, so we'll be able to get this. Grandmaster Martina Brick-Yelverton, is there anything else you have?
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Awesome deal. No, I do not. Just want to promote to the next event and let the people get back to sharing this information and exposing our invitation to the field.
Absolutely. Again, be sure to congratulate Ms. Mai Bang for our January Facebook Testimony of the Month. Again, as you are receiving your testimonies, make sure that you are talking about it in our Facebook testimonial page, and maybe you can be the next winner of that. And our next event is going to be our, all right, get you there. You got it? Next event that's going to be coming will be our April 23rd, 24th transformation, year of transformation. I tell you what, guys, be sure to register for this event. You're not going to want to miss it. And then come back next Thursday as we talk about what it is that makes us excited about sharing this information with our Financial Edge University live webinar. With that being said, I want to thank you all for participating tonight. And let's go out here and make a difference. I'm going to go ahead and release the call so we can all say good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next week.